Adults of Reddit, what is something every teenager needs to know? It's okay to say no to anyone. Don't let anyone in your life guilt trip you into doing something you don't want to do or are uncomfortable with. And try to be aware of when you are guilt tripping others. No is a complete sentence. It's exactly as lame to not do something you want to do because it's too mainstream or popular as it is to do something only because it's cool and the cool kids are doing it. Also, some things seem mainstream to you, just because you like that thing, so you have a lot of friends who do it. For example, I had a friend in high school who was very good at cello, and his parents are luthier, violin makers. Music was his passion, but he felt the field would be too competitive because everyone does it. Well, in reality it wasn't everyone, but his social circle consisted of mostly musicians. So in college he studied environmental science, and hated it. Fast forward, and he is now working in his parents' shop, and learning the family trade of making violins. He still worries about competition in that field, but I think he will be successful and it's work that he enjoys. Just too bad he threw away that time and money for the college that he didn't really want to do anyway. Failing is okay. Failure and mistakes are where you are learning. Being wrong is okay too. As long as you learn from it, it's a way to improve yourself. Applies to mistakes as well, kinda the same thing. The measure of whether someone has the potential to be a new friend of yours is not whether they like a bunch of things you like. It is entirely possible to become friends with people who like a ton of things you've never heard of, or even already decided you dislike. You are at a spot in life where a lot of your likes and dislikes are subject to change anyway. Biggest thing, making a new friend often takes time. Lots of time. Much longer than movies and shows make it look like. Find things to do, groups to join, city league sports to play, pandemic permitting, or after, and keep learning about the people you see repeatedly. Far too many early 20s people who report having no friends made a premature judgment that one or more prospective friends were off the list, when it just needed a lot more time. Can confirm. My best friend and I have absolutely nothing in common interest-wise, but get along extremely well. When you get to driving, you need to realize that the laws of physics apply to you. They aren't out to get you, they're just indifferent. Slow the fuck down and don't horse around, you're driving a very heavy machine at speeds we did not evolve to deal with. Be safe. Also slow down on curves, friction is your best friend until you reach the breaking point. Piggybacking off of this, always assume that other drivers are out to get you. As some Redditors said, the graves are filled with plenty of people who had the right of way. Same thing goes for conflicts emo. I'd much rather ignore a random drunk's verbal abuse than end up dead because I called them out on it. Advice is free, and if you respond to it with "I know," then you're probably not gonna figure your problem out. I'm 17 and I needed to hear this one. Thanks, smile. Seriously. This is a life skill. Learn to listen even if you think you know how to do this particular thing already. You may learn a new way of doing things. Get a marketable skill, unskilled labor sucks. You need something that's going to pay you. It doesn't have to be your life's passion, contrary to what my peers were saying at that age, but you do need to be able to tolerate it. And you don't need to go to a university and get a BA to get those skills. 2 years of welding school will get you a better return in investment than most undergrad degrees. If you are going to school, don't just follow your passions/dreams. Make a conscious decision that will make you good money. Your passions can be hobbies. Don't put off dealing with mental health issues. Developing unhealthy coping mechanisms for emotional issues will fuck you up big time down the road. If you have issues, deal with it head on, right away. It can take time, but start the work now. Also, save for retirement. You should open a Roth IRA yesterday. Sometimes it's not just a phase, and your parents, while both very intelligent functional people, are fucking idiots for letting you suffer through 4 years of high school. Don't go to college for more than 2 years unless you're gonna finish it. Don't let your bank account yo-yo around zero. Start to save something. At least have $1,000 for an emergency fund. Drinking a little is fine. Drinking at the bar every weekend, or 3x/WK will ruin your health and your wallet. Don't drink and drive. But you are allowed to have fun and nice things sometimes. And sex is not wrong, or immoral. Do not be careful about it. And most social media is a poisonous, toxic, lying breakfast dumpster fire. Don't waste your time except for your immediate friend group. I'm 22 now, and I've had depression since I was about 10. It took me until I was 20 to realize I needed to buckle down and do more about it. I didn't work the first 2 years after graduation, because I was so mentally unstable I either couldn't hold a job down, or was too afraid to try. The stigma that comes along with being a man can do some serious damage and delay the healing people need. After going through therapy and pushing myself to break out of it, I can tell you that I truly look, feel, and act like a new, completely different person. How to de-escalate difficult situations. And how to disagree with a teacher/someone in authority without sounding like a know-it-all or in a condescending manner. For example, if a teacher says X and you are certain you learn differently, recognize that there may be certain circumstances that you may not realize that changes something. Lead the disagreement with a saying like, "Excuse me, I may be wrong, but I thought/learn why." This kind of phrasing does not cause the other person to be on the defensive, which can allow gentle new instruction for you, or a graceful/face-saving correction for the teacher. A situation with differing opinions doesn't have to be confrontational. The general advice to not be an asshole will get you further in life than you would expect considering how easy it is. I used to teach at a local art college. When I said that Photoshop see 256 levels of gray, he corrected me in an asshole-ish tone. "No, there are 255 levels." I politely said no, it's 256. He said even more loudly and more asshole-ish, "No, it's 255. I politely explained that the scale goes from 0 to 255, and the 0 is the 256th level. Then I said that 256 was the square of 16, and asked the class if they had learned about hex digits yet. From that point on, that student was extra respectful towards me. Hold yourself to your own standards. If you wouldn't let anyone treat your friends/family like trash, then don't do it yourself. If you feel learning is a positive thing, then learn on the daily. If you value work and security, then give yourself security through work. If you expect others to be intelligent and to care, then you should be intelligent and caring. Hold yourself accountable for how you want the world to be. Be a part of the world you want to live in. Is it okay to not hold others to my standards? As in, I don't let myself be a certain way, but I let my friends do it? I'm 21 and I kinda need this, thanks. People, employers, etc., will take advantage of your naivete. In many cases this will be illegal. Know your rights, so when the illegal shit happens you can recognize it. Avoid unpaid internships like the COVID-19 plague. If you are assaulted on campus, notify the police, not campus security. To add to this, if you're experiencing harassment, bullying, or anything that isn't technically a matter for the police, don't stop reporting it to the school until somebody actually listens to you. The first person you talk to at the school may blow you off. Go to the next person up or another department. If they say there's nothing they can do, get them to put it in writing. People are often much more inclined to help if their actions, or lack thereof, are being recorded. Good tip, but this goes if you're the victim of any crime. Campus security is there to protect the school, not you. I graduated 10 years ago from high school and none of those people are in my life now. So take your time being you and grow your self-esteem and talents now over wasting time trying to impress those pricks you won't even remember in a few months after graduation. Edit, it seems like there is some confusion as to my advice. I am not saying drop your friends. Those are a very important aspect of life, especially in high school. What I am saying is drop the politics and drama of your school. I know it feels like it is the whole world now, but if you let those who try to bring you down, who mock you, who try and pressure you will not be around forever. Worry about building yourself to being the best you that you can become. I still have contact with a few childhood friends to this day, just not really any I made in high school. But all those negative, drama-craving, bullies, and those downbeats in general will not follow you. I graduated 2 years ago and already lost contact with all of them. I graduated over 30 years ago but am still friends with a few people from high school. Some people are quality. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.